guys, how are we all doing? Welcome back to yet another video. Today we're going to be looking back at the best championship transfer deals so far this summer. The championship season kicks off next week, so let's look back at the summer and see what I think the best championship transfer deals have been so far. Let's get into this. Before we get into today's video, make sure if you haven't already, you've dropped a thumbs up on this one. Let's get 70 likes on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and let's talk about the first one. So then, straight off the bat, we're going to go to Loftus Road, where Queen's Park Rangers have been quite a busy club already. We're only into the first couple of days of June, and they've now complete a permanent signing of Charlie Austin. Now, he was obviously on loan there last season. He actually did all right. These are his figures. He got 8 goals in 21 games, so roughly a goal every 2 or 3 games. And I think he got a couple of assists as well. I think this is a really good signing. He's 31. We know what Charlie Austin's all about. He obviously played for Queen's Park Rangers before, when he scored 45 goals in 82 appearances between 2013 and 16. And I think this is a really good move for Queen's Park Rangers. Staying in West London, we have Stefan Johansson going from Fulham Football Club to Queen's Park Rangers on an undisclosed fee deal. Now, this guy did have a loan spell at QPR last year in 2021, making 21 appearances, bagging 4 goals. And this guy's a 30-year-old midfielder, so he brings plenty of experience, and I think QPR are going to be really pleased with this one. QPR are building a really good team, and I tell you what, that result against Manchester United over the weekend, I know it was only a friendly, but they beat them 4-2. They're building a really good squad, and QPR are looking very exciting. I'm going to keep an eye on them, and I just have this feeling that they're going to get promoted this year. Middlesbrough Football Club have signed Matt Crooks from Rotherham United after the Millers got relegated last season. Now, this one's on an undisclosed fee deal. The 27-year-old midfielder scored 18 times in 89 appearances for Rotherham United, which is a really good return for a midfielder. This guy's 6'4", he can score with his head, he can score with his feet, he's got quite a few assists for Rotherham as well. I know he was only there for 2 years, but in the season they got promoted, he was really good, and in the season they got relegated last year, I still think he was pretty good, so this is a really good player, and it's a Neil Warnock kind of player because he's a pretty big guy. Nottingham Forest winger Sammy Amiobi has signed for Middlesbrough Football Club on a free. Now, this is a really good deal. I've really liked Sammy Amiobi, watching him over the last couple of years when he was at Bolton, and for Forest over the last couple of years. He's just a really good player. I love everything about him. He's got some really good attributes. He has actually played for Middlesbrough before. He went on loan to Middlesbrough back in 2013. That's a bit of a throwback now, 8 years ago. He made a few appearances, getting a goal for them then, but now he has gone there on a permanent, and yeah, he's a really good player. He's 29 years old, so he brings quite a bit of experience. During his 2-year spell at Nottingham Forest, he made 77 appearances, bagging 8 goals and getting a few assists as well. So a really good player, a really good signing for Middlesbrough. I'm a bit jealous of that one as a Coventry fan. We'll move down to newly promoted Peterborough United, who have signed George Grant from Lincoln City on an undisclosed fee. This is a midfielder for a 3-year deal. Now, this is a really good signing. This is a really good player. He was fantastic for Lincoln. I think he's been with them for the last couple of years, and he made some really big contributions last year, bagging 17 goals, most of them granted from the penalty spot, but still, to get 17 goals for a midfielder is absolutely fantastic. Newly promoted Peterborough United, who have continued with some great signings this week, they have signed Jack Marriott from Derby County on a free. Now, this guy is 26 years old. He's obviously been brilliant for Derby. I think he got 10 goals in 60 appearances, but he actually played for Peterborough United before. Back in the 17-18 season, he bagged 27 goals in 44 appearances. What a return that is. Next then, we'll go up to St Andrews, where Birmingham City have signed Chuks Anike on a free from Charlton Athletic for a 2-year deal. He's obviously 6'3", scored about 16 goals in 50-something appearances for Charlton, so he's an experienced bagsman, and I'm sure this will be a decent addition for Birmingham City up top with the likes of Lucas Djukovic. They really do love a big centre forward. Birmingham City have signed young Manchester United winger Tahith Chong on a season-long loan. Now, this guy is a 21-year-old winger, and he is a very promising product for Manchester United. This guy is going to be good in the future. Stoke City have signed Norwich City midfielder Mario Vrancic on a free. The 32-year-old brings plenty of experience. Obviously, he was part of Norwich's team for the last 4 years, and the experience he will bring is just going to be instrumental. He made 122 appearances for the Canaries, bagging 15 goals, and he offers so much. I think this is a really good signing for Stoke City. If you remember the last video, they released John Obi Mikel, and the experience of Mario Vrancic coming in his place is going to be just perfect, and this is a fantastic signing. One of the best signings we've seen so far this summer. Stoke have signed Watford centre-back Ben Wilmot on an undisclosed fee. Maybe that's to plug the gap of Collins going. But some interesting activity going on there at Stoke. Next up then to Kenilworth Road, where we go to Luton Town, who have signed Fred Onyedinma from relegated Wycombe Wanderers. Now, the midfielder was quite impressive last season. I always think it's a good decision to look at the 3 teams that have gone down and try and pick off their best players. West Bromwich Albion have signed 24-year-old defender Matt Clark from Brighton and Hove Albion on a season-long loan. Now, this guy's quite good. I believe he played for Portsmouth, and in the last couple of years he's had some loan spells at Derby County. So this guy is starting to pick up the Football League experience, and I think for West Bromwich Albion this guy could be a really good fit. I think this defender has shown a lot of potential. Alex Mauer, the Barnsley midfielder, has left to join West Bromwich Albion, who have obviously just come down to the Championship. He's been a fantastic player for Barnsley over the last couple of years. 142 appearances, 20 goals, and on a free. This is a great deal for West Brom, so they must be delighted with this one. Next then to the KC, where newly promoted Hull City have made another signing. They have brought in Ryan Longman from Brighton and Hove Albion on a loan. The 20-year-old forward was on loan to AFC Wimbledon last year, scoring 9 goals in 52 appearances, so made a bit of an impact there at League One level, and maybe he can do in the Championship as he gets a little bit older and a little bit more experienced. But maybe this could be good business by Hull City. We'll wait and see how this guy gets on, but it's good to see Hull City continue to build their squad for the Championship return. Experienced defender Richard Keogh moving from Huddersfield Town to Blackpool Football Club on a free. Now, some people might laugh at this guy because of his age now and because of what happened at Derby County, but I think you really can't underestimate the experience this guy is going to bring to the Tangerines. Nottingham Forest have signed US goalkeeper Ethan Horvath from Club Bruges. He won the CONCACAF just last month for USA, saving a penalty in extra time against Mexico. So this guy has some really good international pedigree, and I think he'll be a good signing for Nottingham Forest. My team, Coventry City, have re-signed Bright Enabakari from East Bengal on a free. Now, this guy played for us a couple of years ago. He played in the 18-19 season, and only for half a season when he was on loan from Wolves, and he really impressed, scoring 6 goals in 18 appearances and making loads of assists as well, because he was an attacking midfielder and he created a lot. Since then he's played for Wigan, Athens and Bengal, and now he's come back to Coventry City, and the fans are really excited about this one. This guy is a very special talent. We've also signed experienced bagsman Martin Waghorn from Derby County. This is on a free. This one was rumoured for the last week or so, and I think it had to wait until his contract expired with Derby County for us to sign him. I think this is a fantastic signing for Coventry City, with the likes of Matty Godden and Tyler Walker and now Martin Waghorn, 3 players that can bag goals in the Championship, so I'm excited with this one. Next up then, we've seen Emiliano Marcondes go from newly promoted Brentford Football Club down to Bournemouth on a free. The 26-year-old attacking midfielder has been part of Brentford's team for the last 3 years. He was quite a crucial player while they were in the Championship. He racked up 81 appearances, getting 3 goals, but it wasn't just about goals. He set up a few as well. He was a fantastic player, Marcondes, and I think this is a really good signing for Bournemouth, who obviously under Scott Parker now are going to be building a slightly different squad to last season. Marcondes is a good player. Liverpool youngster Harry Wilson has all but left the club to join Fulham Football Club on a fee of 12 million. Now, at the time of recording this is almost complete. It might be complete by the time I release this video, but what a deal this would be for Fulham Football Club. Harry Wilson is a very decent young player. He's 24 years old. He's got plenty of experience. He couldn't really make a breakthrough for Liverpool, but in the last couple of seasons he's had some really decent loan spells. Last year he was at Cardiff City, making 37 appearances, getting 7 goals. The season before he was at Bournemouth, just couldn't keep them up, making 31 appearances, getting 7 goals in the Premier League. And this guy is a very talented youngster, and he's got a lot of potential. Fulham really need this transfer to pay off. They really need him to come good next season, because Fulham, obviously being relegated, they've got a little bit of money to play with, but this is the kind of transfer that really needs to hit. And I think Harry Wilson at Fulham, I think he will. Bristol City midfielder Liam Walsh has gone to Swansea City on a free. Now, I think this is an absolutely fantastic piece of business from Swansea City. Bristol City and Liam Walsh couldn't really agree on anything in the end, and Swansea City have got in the 23-year-old midfielder, and he is absolutely class. And finally, Swansea City have signed Joel Perreault from PSV Eindhoven. This guy made 57 appearances for them, and he's a forward, so he got 16 goals, which is a pretty decent return. So this is quite an exciting signing for Swansea. So then, guys, that wraps up today's video. Make sure you've dropped it a thumbs up. Let's get to 70 likes. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. What's been your favourite Championship transfer? Did I not include yours? Let me know down below. This video could have gone on for ages because there's been some great deals, but let me know down below. There's still 1 more week to go, so we'll still be talking about transfers until the season kicks off on Friday next week. But for now, guys, take care, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.